And here's another car problem, one that quite honestly a lot of people face, not the same issue, but you know, a woman bought a truck, a used truck from a dealership, only to find out its axle was being held up by wires. 2 years later, she still can't get them to take back the truck. KENS 5's Andrew Moore tells us what's happening next.
Jennifer Tellez was looking for a large four-wheel drive truck, and she found one here at Magic Time Motors right off I-10. She said there was an issue with the axle, but the dealership, she believed, was going to fix that. But after we spoke to her mechanic, it seems that didn't happen.
I showed up to the dealership. I asked for a test drive, and the salesperson said, "Let me go get the keys." As she was coming back, she said, "You cannot drive the vehicle. It is not safe to drive."
Jennifer Tellez really did want this 4x4 Nissan Titan, but both the salesperson and the mechanic that came with her said the vehicle had issues. Tellez says the dealership claimed to fix it 3 days later, but it was still shaking when she test drove it. And then 9 days later, the dealership again said it was fixed and said someone else was about to buy it. She then paid them $13,000 and regretted it.
Started to give it some gas to get on the highway, and then immediately it started shaking.
And when her mechanic at the time, Bernardo Santana, then looked at the vehicle again, he did not like what he saw.
And I saw the front differentials axles broken, tied up with a piece of wire.
Tellez asked for her money back, but the dealership refused. After fighting with them for 2 years while the truck sat in her driveway, she called KENS 5. KENS 5 then asked the state, can Magic Time Motors legally sell a vehicle if it has an axle issue? And according to the DMV, yes, they can. A DMV spokesman told us via email, a dealer can sell a vehicle in any condition on an as-is basis. If the vehicle is sold as is, that means the buyer is agreeing to buy the vehicle in its current condition. Now, that said, if a dealership misleads a customer during a sale, the customer can then sue them under the Deceptive Trade Practices Act. Consumer protection attorney Bill Clanton says Tellez may have a case, in part because she has a statement from the former salesperson who sold her the truck, which says the truck was represented as repaired when it actually wasn't.
Apparently they knew the vehicle was defective. They said they'd repair it.
Also, according to Tellez, the vehicle's advertised 4x4 feature did not work.
If it is a four-wheel drive vehicle and it can't go into four-wheel drive mode, or the four-wheel drive mode is broken, claiming it's a four-wheel drive vehicle would be deceptive.
KENS 5 did reach out to Magic Time Motors for their side of the story, and their president then claimed on the phone that the truck was working perfectly when Tellez bought it, and that she was happy with it. Tellez says that's not true, and she's happy to bring her evidence to court. So remember, here in Texas, a car dealership can legally sell you a vehicle in any condition as long as they put as is on the paperwork, and your only recourse will be to sue. So make sure you have your mechanic take a look at the vehicle first, and never believe any promise a dealership makes you. For Call KENS, Andrew Moore, KENS 5.
Now, sometimes you just end up in court. That's the way it is. If you have an issue, though, you can't seem to get resolved, give us a call, 210-470-KENS, or head to the KENS 5 website, /call KENS. We have a form there. You fill that out, tell us what the problem is. We'll see. Maybe we can help you.